Hello everybody, Jared back again, and welcome to episode 1 of a new series of Banished. I'm so excited to jump back into this, guys. It has been a few months since our last Banished series where we were exploring Mega Mod 8, and now we are going to be jumping into Mega Mod 9, guys. It is a giant mod pack, which is in a big bundle of all the Mega Mods, major mods into a Mega Mod 9. All right, guys, let's just jump into it here. Before we start a game, I actually do want to go over the mod just a wee little bit. This is what it looks like in your mod folder. It is 6 parts. I'll leave a link down below to the site where you can download the mod packs. You'll just have to zip them out and drag them into the folder. I'm sure there's an instruction list in there somewhere. I'm sorry, it's been a few weeks since I've loaded this thing up, but this is what it looks like. This comes in 6 parts. You're gonna have to enable them all. They are gonna be red. They still work. Don't worry, guys. It's just the way that it is. I also have the CC No Smoke, which just removed the smoke from all buildings in the Colonial Charter 1.6, which is a mod within the mod pack. So I'm hoping that it all functions together. Seems like it's working fine. It just makes it a little bit easier for me. You don't need that to get the Mega Mod to work. But if you don't have it, it'll just make the mod pack chug a little bigger, which it is a chugger, guys. It took me a few minutes even to get this thing loaded up. You're going to get a black screen for a long time. Be patient. It will load up. Hopefully, you may have to restart Steam a few times, but in the end, it should load up. Let me know if it all works for you guys. All right, guys, let's jump into a new map here. Okay, so we're terrain type first. Obviously, you guys have seen all this, so I'm going to try and go fairly quickly, but with the Mega Mod, we get all of these maps. This is from Red Ketchup, so we get a lot of Red Ketchup map types all the way through here. Now, I think that I'm going to go with the Red Ketchup, and I'm going to stick with... Let's try Pinewood. Strange Mountains are in Misty Lake, the Sunny Autumn. A lot of these guys have a little bit more of a colorful grass, and I don't really want to have a big pink thing, but I'm going to try Valleys. I like Valleys. I'm going to stick with large terrain. We don't have a huge amount of sizes for terrain. I'm going to stay with Fair. So there's mild, very mild is the Colonial Charter. There's harsh, very harsh, and then obviously there's a bunch of other ones. I'm just going to stick with medium hardness, the Fair. That's fine. Disasters off. Disasters don't add a lot, in my opinion. It just means that we're going to get a bunch of tornadoes if we had that on. Now, conditions is where you have a giant load of different options you can have. This is what makes this game so playable, so replayable. You get a bunch of different ways to start the game. But to be completely honest, once you get the initial start going, it's all plays the same, to be completely honest. So, you know what? I'm just going to stick with easy hard, with standard hard. There's the word, not easy hard, standard hard, which is just, a hard game with 4 families, small amount of clothing, food, firewood, tools, and no seeds. We have to trade for our seeds. All right, let's find ourselves a quick name to go by. Here folk, no. Twin Sport, no, I can't say that. Cornita, no. Lyles, no. Dunkertown, no, not Dunkertown. Bounty, ooh, the town of Bounty. You know what? I kind of like that. We are going to establish Bounty. This is great, guys. Let's jump into it. I'm going to bring you guys back once we've loaded up. I'm so excited, you guys. This is going to be awesome. And here we go. Pause the game immediately. Let's see what we have landed upon. Well, initial look is kind of nice. It's a little nice spot right in between a lake and a river. Looks kind of epic. Let's grab ourselves a map and see what we've got going. I'm not going to grab the extra large. Let's just grab a large map. Oh, okay. Okay. A little bit of a pack. What is this? Looks like kind of like an animal chewing on this and has a nice little rat tail or something. I don't know. Why am I keep looking at it that way? Okay, cool. We got ourselves a nice starter lake here. We have the river coming in from the west, comes all the way up, and then goes down and out through the south, like your standard river. We've got a massive area to build with up to the northwest, which is pretty epic. And then this cool little side chunk in between this tiny little creek and the river to build in with some hills for some mines and whatnot, and just for some extra difficulty. And then we have some area over here in the east to build on, some area down the west, including a little like hidden nook down here. That's kind of cool. Wonder if we can build like a little tree area down there, a little not tree fort. What's the word I'm looking for? Tree house area. Which we will look through the mods and find all these cool new houses and stuff that we can find. I'm okay with this. I'm really kind of okay with him like eating this mountain. I really do kind of like this guy. We got to put something out on this eye. Yeah. All right. I think this is going to work just fine for us. Just look at this little interesting little pond we have here too. All right. Stop looking at this. Let's start settling down here, guys. All right, first things first, we need to have our stuff all set up. So let's grab our event log, our information, I guess you would say. We're gonna use a small map that we just shove down here, and then we need our profession list. And we have a bunch of different ways we can do it. Don't need you. I'm just gonna take a quick look to see if there's anything else that I wanna try that's not what I usually use. I'd sometimes like the vertical one. This isn't, that's exactly the same vertical one. But I think I'm gonna go with this one. I think it's the one I usually use. Not bad, it's too deep, and we can also scroll down. It's pretty awesome. It doesn't take up too much of the space. Okay, now let's start planning this out. Now, just so you guys know how I'm gonna do this, I am going to want to, just like we did with the Mega Mod, I'm just using this playthrough to explore what the mod has to offer. I don't have like a specific look I'm going for, although I do think I want to have each specific area be its own mod pack. I don't want to like find one building in this first little area and then copy and paste it everywhere. I want to like explore in each individual little area a certain mod pack. Okay, let's actually get these guys doing something. So how do I want this first little area to work? They start off with a little storage part and has a storage cart. It's got some firewood, it's got some potatoes, some hides, some tools to get us just started. But you will be surprised at how quickly we are gonna go through this stuff. So let's just strip mine this entire area, get ourselves a little bit of stuff to work with. I'm just gonna say strip mine all of this and drop it down on a stockpile. If that's where you are, let's just throw a stockpile right here. Bring me some resources. Get yourself out there. Go, go, go. Everybody is laborers right now. I'm not giving you guys any other tasks. Okay, so while they're doing that, in fact, I'll let them do it at 2 speed. Let's plan out how we want this to look, what I think I want this initial little spot to be is a a resource collecting area. I want to collect some resources here. Okay, where are we gonna put our first little node? I'm assuming a node would be kind of nice right there. Yeah. And we also have a nice little node spot right there for some food and whatnot. Yes, so obviously an initial collection of food would be nice. Let's go back down to 1 speed as I plan this out. Just go collect all this stuff, guys. Okay, let's go through the mods just a little bit. They have, what's the word I'm looking for? They've narrowed it down. They've cleaned up I'm sorry, I forgot who put this mod together. I'm sorry. But the mod creator had really cleaned up where everything is. Now crops and orchards are all in one spot. Pastures are all together. Fishing, and look how much fishing stuff there is, guys. It's absolutely fantastic. We're gonna have to build some of these awesome things, like this fishing dock is absolutely fantastic. Look at this thing. Heck, that might be the first thing I put in. How many fishing people are able to like, go there? It's not even that expensive. That might not be a bad thing to do. We'll think about that in the future. There's obviously the wharfs. And there's also this like really cool, I don't know if this was here before as well. Not tidal pool, mini fisherman, waterside fisherman. You can just drop that down and they just go fish, which is kind of awesome. Where is it? Fishing dock, fish farm. Was this here before? I don't know. You guys will have to tell me if I'm being crazy and things have been around forever and I'm just missing out on them. Okay, but the one thing that I do love is this. It took so long to find the renewable resources before. Now it's got its own little spot, and this is what I want to put down almost immediately. They have these tiny little spots, these tiny little dense shacks to collect things with. And I want to jump into, what's the words I'm looking for here, guys? Collectible resources, dense resources. I know what it was. Not heating with firewood. I want to heat with charcoal almost immediately. So getting ourselves some forestry going up and then going into charcoal is kind of where I'm thinking about going. And I'm going to throw a few of these around. I want to have some resource collection just around this little area to start off with. And obviously we'll move out to over here. Now I could also just do it over here. But I think I want to build my first big town over there. And this is just going to be ourselves a little central resource hub. So first things first, I'm going to put a dense tree shack right there. And let's let them build that. I'm also going to throw down, just for right now, a dirt road going straight up. that's a decent chunk for them to build. Let's actually give 2 people things to do. Go and get that thing built. And in the meantime, we're going to collect some other things here. So, what else are we going to do? So if that's where the initial wood stop is going to be, we're also going to need some spots for ourselves having some collection. Now, I don't know if that dense wood is going to allow food collection, and I think that probably not. So maybe getting ourselves some food going early might also not be a bad idea. But I'm not thinking about that right now. I'm going to continue thinking about where we're going to do the renewables. So we have that down. Stone is also going to be a necessity. A little bit less so than other things, though. So maybe I'm going to not do stone right away. Iron, coal, and iron... Wait. What is the difference between Iron Shack and Iron Shack? Oh, one does grows iron ore and one grows just iron. Interesting. Well, I guess iron is going to be what we want first, isn't it? So let's throw an Iron Shack. Oh, do I want to do that? You know what? I'm going to say we're going to wait on this. I'm going to say we are doing the wood first. And we're going to leave everything else for last. Let's get ourselves our initial spot going. And let's also get an initial gathering hut going. So we have a bunch of different gatherers here. And I think this might be the easy way to do it. I could also do... Oh, we don't have a basket, though. But I could do a small forest gatherer that costs a decent chunk of money. Is there any of these things that are really... A gatherer's hut is pretty giant. A gatherer. There we go. That's the kind of thing that I'm thinking of. And I'm thinking that I'm going to put this down here. So we've already building this up, but if I say put it right here, so you're right there. If I were to move this over, do a little right, put that in there, that would get that going right away. Okay, with all that going, let's start planning this area out a little bit as well. I am going to throw this up to 2 ticks. And let's immediately throw down a quick road across here and a quick road over to here and get somewhere for these guys to live because they are going to get cold real fast. So we need food and we need housing. So housing, what are we going to do for housing, guys, here? So for life on the water. Oh, right, there's a whole new life on the water section. Oh, it's beautiful. So glorious. It's going to make life so much easier when we actually get out there on the water, but we're not thinking about that right now. Wooden house. Oh, right. Do I want to do CC housing right off the bat? You know what? Instead of doing that, I'm going to go to theme sets. So just like before, there's theme sets all the way around. I think I'm going to go immediately to row houses. Is that true? What do these things look like? Yeah, you know what? These things are pretty cool. I would think we used these last time, but they just look so nice. I think I'm just going to do an immediate little row house area here. All right, if we're to do that, they're fairly cheap too. Well, he says as he looks at the expensive price, but I'm still going to do it. And we want these to look all the same, so let's just do an immediate little row house collection. Not a huge fan of the little piece of dirt there, but I'm going to say it's okay. All right, see, it looks like this one has a little bit of stone to it, so let's make sure that when we put this next one down... Ooh, did I do that properly? I did. Okay, that we have it find the same look. So if you press F, it slips through. There we go. There we go. There we go. Find it again. Where? Oh man, there's so many different kinds. There we go. And then last but not least, this small little row house on the side. Looks like it's auto-saving the background. Plop it down. All right, that's going to be enough houses for all of these guys, I would think. But that's just a lot of hope, isn't it? All right, did we get this thing built up yet? Let's do a little bit of priority out here. Can I get these guys, increase the priority of this, please? Please and thank you. That's a lot for you guys to build, but I would prefer for you guys building out here than collecting out there. Now, have we gone through and collected any, like, wild fodder, wild seeds, rhodes hips? Not a lot. Now, that firewood is also going to go extremely quickly, and it is going to take a little while before we're able to get ourselves up. But I did kind of want to go immediately to charcoal. Am I still feeling that way? We have to talk ourselves into it here a little bit. Industrial fuel production, just fuel production. So the way to get to where I want to go would be from here. Produces 4 to 5 charcoal from 3 firewood. So we would still need a firewood person there. Now, stack burners is what I really want. You know what? We're going to try it. Well, it looks like we're going to need firewood no matter what. at least in the beginning stages, because I can't do stack burners. I need lumber for that. Okay. Charcoal is taking firewood and do charcoal with these. Yeah, so that charcoal is from firewood, and so is this char burner. All right. I mean, the char burner is something I want over here. Whoop. What are you? Let's put 2 people out there working, collecting me food, please. Yeah, I'm just thinking. This thing is goes basically to the edge of the woods there. Do I want to just put down fire choppers right now? A bitty wood chopper chops logs into firewood or lumber. Ooh. Well, would you look at that, you guys? We can get both firewood and lumber right immediately. Let's put them down. All right, so you're right there. Let's give him a tiny, itty bitty little stockpile. In fact, what I can do is a stockpile from here to here and get that done. All right, so that is a little bit of food collection, a little bit of housing. Words there. And we are getting trees and firewood and food. That is the majority of what we need immediately, but you're going to need clothing fairly soon as well. Do we want to immediately jump into maybe some hunting to get ourselves some other things? An itty bitty hunting. We could throw that guy in there as well. That would go out and hunt a lot of things, get ours some other things. We have a crocodile hunter? What does a croc hunter do? Could be an interesting choice to do that. Maybe that's for later. Build a tree trunk hunter. Ooh, that's fun. Does it give me a, just says build a tree trunk hunter. You know what? Trying something new. Immediately, we're going to try something new. I'm going to throw this tree trunk hunter right over here. Right there. I'm just lining it up with our road there. We can always take it out later. To right there. Perfect. Let's actually grab that road and bring it down. Perfect. And it looks like we have this guy in here as well. Let's put 1 person in there. Obviously, that's not our log limit. In fact, just keep building me logs, dude. Get me all dem logs. All right, so that's going to give me enough logs, hopefully, to quickly get these guys up. They take a decent chunk of materials. We should also say immediately grab all of this stone. What else do we need? Just mostly stone? There's also a lot of iron and stuff in here. They're obviously going to collect it as they do the forestry stuff. But that is a problem. All right, let's say that this is my priority now. I know there's someone out there, guys, but I would like you to be doing this if you could. Did we lose somebody? No, never mind. What am I talking about? They're just actually going to work where they need to work. Now, giving them a place to live out here would also be fine, but this isn't terribly far away. Now, food-wise, do I want to do anything else for food? I could just tell them to go collect me some wild food. Clear fruit from Fruit Grove is not what I'm looking for. Gather plants. Gather wild food. That is what I'm looking for. If they can go get all that, especially particularly up here. Oh man, it's really struggling to load it up. That'll be wild plants from over there, and then my gatherer will do these wild plants. So I don't want to really take away from their jobs. Although, on that note, they are going to need somewhere to put those wild plants they're collecting, aren't they? They have to walk a pretty decent chunk of distance to get to their spot. Where are you, gatherer? You're right there, and you're getting a decent amount, but we don't have anywhere for you to put your stuff. Let's give them a little storage spot. They've also obviously redone all of this, which is amazing. Storage barns, small storage is what I think I'm going to go for. A small cellar for 800, a small angular cellar for 2,000, and a vegetable cellar for 3,000. None of those are really anything that I'm looking for. Fuel cellar, mineral cellar, medicine cellar. Look at all these cool things. Obviously, we've seen a lot of these things. I want to find one that is just not fabrics. Where is their food? Raw materials? Oh, that's none of those are things are what I want. An old shed capacity 1,200. That's kind of more along the lines of what I'm looking for. There we go. Get that guy built for me, guys. Let's actually speed this up a little bit as well. We've been hitting 2-speed for a while. Let's give them something a little bit more to do. It looks like we are getting some of these houses up, which is awesome. Let's also maybe... I mean, it's the firewood that's going to be the struggle there, isn't it? Stone is also the struggle. Let's continue collecting stone from places that I have not told them to yet. There's some good stone over there. I don't know if they can cross this river yet. Hopefully they can. There's also some stone down here that I'll allow them to go get. And I guess possibly getting ourselves a stone spot up and running early might not be a bad idea if there's that much stone that we need. Okay, well, on that note, we could get ourselves across right away. I'm still thinking that I want this entire area to be initial resource gathering, so I'm kind of okay with just immediately saying build a stone shack right here. It's a little bit out of the way. It's not going to be the best spot for it. It's also going to be a little bit in the spot of that house, but I'm kind of okay with it being a little bit off center. It doesn't cost us too much. We're slowly getting some of these houses up. We only need 7 more. That's amazing. We're going to have a little bit more room for growth there. Now, have you guys built this thing up yet? No, you have not, but I've also not been telling you to. Can I lower the desire to build this? Let's pause that, actually. In fact, let's pause both of those. That way they'll only build the 2 more houses, which is kind of okay. It seems like stone really is the drawback? The stalemate? The the not us doing it situation. Can I go get that stuff right now, please? That would be a stronger desire for me, guys. Go get that stone. We need it to build everything up. Are those all bears? Bears do not gang up like that, you guys. Do better. Oh, our kids are growing even... they're pairing off a little bit more, which is actually a bit troubling, because that means that we would need 6 homes to keep them all together, and I'm only planning on having 5 right now. Oh no! We immediately need to get the other ones up and running. That's not good. Well, hopefully by the end of the winter here we'll be fine. They did get this one up, and they have 10 stone there, which means they should be able to finish off a few more of these. This one's built up. Let's put 1 person already working out here, please. Firewood from logs. Go forth. Have you been doing your duty yet? You've been getting stone, some logs. You're doing good jobs. Everybody's doing good work. We're slowly building that guy up. All right. It's not as poor as I thought it was going to be. All right, guys, continue to find what you need to. We are definitely running into a bit of a food problem. You know what? If that is the case, let's actually go for that fishing hut. I think that possibly just a waterside fishery might be not a bad idea for right now. Can I rotate you around? Is that where you need to be? Like there. Let's make this a priority because I want that fish. So do this, please. It's not going to take you guys any time at all to get that done. You guys are busy out there doing something else. Oh, we have a hunter. That's going to be more food for us. Beautiful. And it's already winter. No! No, 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 no. Get this done, guys. I made a mistake. Finish this off. You guys are all going to freeze to death. No! Oh, no! I did not make this a big enough priority. Come on, boys. Get her done. There's we only have 3 more of you guys that need a home. Hopefully they don't get frozen to death. Oh no. Come on. Oh no, our reserve of food is low as well. No, our reserve of firewood is low. Everything is low. Hopefully these guys are gonna pump out some firewood a little bit faster. They already got 28 out there. That's fine. Okay, come on guys, get this thing up. Is that gonna be all 3 of them? Yes. Oh, thank goodness. I'm going to unpause this one so they will be allowed to go and work on that. Obviously, this is a little bit more important, you guys. If you could go do that, that would make me a lot happier. You're already cold, so that means everybody brought in the firewood that you don't have access to. You don't have food or firewood. What I might do is actually do a quick cancel removal of all of this. And then do another harvest of all of that. That's actually more important to me. Go and get this stuff, please. Yeah. All right, and we got ourselves a new house as well. Our firewood is low and our food is low. That house is going to be cold, but that's fine. Let's actually put another person out here and get that firewood going a little bit faster. Did we build this thing yet? Why is that thing not being built? Oh, it needs fishing gear. That's why. Never mind. We need to actually remove it then. My fault. Yeah, that's a problem. Let's slow the phone just a little bit. That's a little bit too fast, guys. You guys are going to be quickly building other things, although you don't have a lot to do. Let's get that house up. It's going to be a bit of a struggle if I do that, but at least they are slowly moving themselves out. But let's give them something to actually build here. A fisherman's dock is just wood, so I'm going to say a very quick fisherman's dock. Is that fine? A large fisherman can be employed, catch 7 to 7 fish, works 4 6, build cycle 22. I don't know what any of those words mean. I could also grab something like this, which is a small shore harvester-based fishing hut based on PEI. Hey, I'm Canadian. That's awesome. It only takes 20. You know what? Sure. These guys are kind of hilarious. Will they just go collect? You know what? We're going to give it a shot. Let's speed up a little bit. Did I just go? There we go. There we go. Pressing the right buttons. Let's see what this will do for us, guys. Come finish this thing off, you guys. I'm actually once again going to pause this. I don't want them working on that if I can. And we do have people out here. They're not collecting anything. You have some fodder, which is no help to me. You are doing stone, fodder, and lumber. Again, the fodder is very little help to me. If you guys could go get other things, that would make me a little bit happier. I am okay with you guys getting that stone shack up and running, though. That would not be a problem to me. Yeah, that's a big oof. A big oof, guys. The fact that we are down that much on food and firewood immediately. That's what happens when you build these many houses. They immediately go and grab everything that is available to them. Luckily, we actually are okay for food, vaguely, and you see how much they were able to go grab immediately. Yeah, we should be okay. We even got some reeds. I don't know why we have so many reeds, but we do. Let's get this speed up a little bit. Am I missing what the right buttons are for these? Oh, right, no. Simulate speed is 4. It's 4 and 1. There we go. That's why I was getting the wrong games together here, guys. Okay, so you guys are going to work on this guy. You're working over there. You're going to collect a bunch of raw food. I could possibly take someone from off that guy. Yeah, I see that our reserve of firewood is low. I'm aware of the problem, everybody. We just have problems, okay? Do I immediately want to jump over there? I don't think so. And they're immediately getting that bad boy up, which is beautiful. Once they have that guy up, I'll do a little bit more movement. 3 builders for the 5 things. Is there anything else I want to grab for food almost immediately? This should help. Let's slow the phone down here a little bit. You guys are going to grab mussels. We can only work 1 person there, but that's 1 person better than not. Great, they're going to go collect us some food. And we are actually getting ourselves a little stockpile of stone. Okay, the other thing that we really need to get going immediately, guys, is not construction, forge. Whoo! Look at this. An old smith. Let's actually just rotate these around. Beautiful. That's the standard smithy. We've got a forge. We've got a blacksmith, a biddy blacksmith. What do you make? I like these biddy ones, guys. Used to create tools from natural resources. That's pretty awesome. Corner blacksmith is pretty nice. A village blacksmith. Oh, they even have the words blacksmith on it. Beautiful. A small iron smelter. A Port Royal blacksmith. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. Maybe I'll go with that one. No. A humble blacksmith? Oh, that one's adorable. I do like the itty bitty one, guys. Where is it? The itty bitty? I think I'm going to go itty bitty. We're going to throw the itty bitty in. It's going to go right here. Let's rotate her around so she's facing this way. Flop her down. Make her. We need iron stone. There's stored minerals. Ooh, we're not going to be able to find iron right away, are we? Maybe I don't want that then. Humble blacksmith? Maybe we'll throw the humble blacksmith instead. Questioning myself everywhere. Remove you. In here. You. Where's that one? Where did I see it? Humble blacksmith. Same spot right there. And that just takes stone. Yeah, that's a much more doable version. So let's get that guy done. You're collecting fish from right there. That's fine. I think everything else is we're good. I don't know where you guys are all going, but you're all going somewhere. Okay, let's speed this up a little bit. So if we got that there, the next thing we would want is a tailor of some kind so we can get clothing. What do we got here, guys? We have a... Nope, that's... Oh, is that where the tailors are? Create tools and clothes at a mini workshop. Tools and clothes there. And just a village workshop. Maybe I'll just throw down a quick little village workshop instead. Or would it be under clothing and fabric? Ah, there we go. And then clothing makers. There we go. Tailor for basic clothing. A tailor. Woo. Giant tailor. An old tailor. A humble tailor. Port Royal tailor. A Pines Ferry tailor. A tailor company. A village tailor. Let's rotate these guys around. I wonder if I do that. Yeah, they face that way if you do it that way. Ooh. Look at this itty bitty guy. I don't know how much production we'll get out of it, though. A bitty tailor. You know what? I think we need to make ourselves a bitty town, don't we? But for right now, bitty tailor lives right there. Get her done, boys. Get her done. They're working on this guy. This is going to be initial stone for us. That's amazing. All right, so if we're getting initial stone there, the next thing we would need is initial iron. Now, I'm thinking we might just put the initial iron right there. So we could get iron ore or just go directly to iron. Obviously, I think we're just going to go directly to iron. So you smelt down iron ore to iron. So if we just go immediately for iron, we won't need to go on that step. Now we're going to fight stone if we go anywhere near there. Obviously, this isn't the best little spot for it, but I think I'm going to do it anyway. We're going to throw it up here. It's got 90% of the way done. It's fine. We're going to say that's fine. And I'm just going to immediately throw a road up there. And go like that. It's going to work. It's going to work. We have ourselves a little bit of a crossroads here. It's amazing. We have enough food and do we have enough firewood? We're starting to get firewood. I'm kind of okay with them building this out. We just have a few kids that can actually bunch off. And the fact that we have 12 adults, but not enough, or 13 adults now, but not enough spots for them to jump out is a bit problematic. So we want to expand as soon as humanly possible. We'll let them go out and do that. Let's speed this up to 5 speed for a little while. It's good to be cautious in the beginning. We don't need to be as cautious anymore. Well, we still should be, actually. All right, so these guys are going to be pumping out the fuel. I'm not too sure how quickly they're pumping it out. 113, not terrible, but I want to immediately turn that firewood into coal. Now, the other thing I could have them do is do lumber. Maybe I'll make a decent stockpile of firewood first. Okay, it's spring. We made it through, guys. We've made it through. We have a stone worker. Let's actually get him immediately working on stone. Yeah, that's great. Let's do a stone limit of 2,000. That's fine. He's going up there with no... Ooh, that means we really want to get this guy down as soon as possible. On that note, if we have people out there with no tools, that is a problem. This, guys, we're fine with no clothing for right now. We are not fine without tools. Okay, so get that thing done. Let's throw this out like so. And you guys are going to need to have your very own little stockpile. Let's just give them a standard one. Do I want to say just a stone stockpile? You know what? You guys have your very own stone stockpile. It's going to be that size. No, you know what? It's going to be that size. Just for stone. Wonder what the 9.999 miscellaneous. I wonder if that's the fodder. It's probably fodder and reed. Yeah, we have enough cloaks to hold us steady for a little while. How are you guys doing? 40 muscles? So they're not that great, unfortunately. Maybe we want to get another actual fisherman out there as well. This guy is a little bit more important to me than that. Anything else that's important to me? How are you guys doing, by the way? Decent amount of duck meat. So they're getting ducks from out there. Don't know if that means that's all they're getting, but that's what they're getting. You guys, iron ore, stone, logs. Do I want to add somebody else out there? Not for right now. We're doing fine. We're doing okay. He says with a giant question mark. Huge question mark. There's enough stone to get this guy done, so that means we're going to quickly get that guy done. Let's actually just speed this up a little bit. Apparently I'm clicking through the wrong things. There we go. Get this bad boy done. Get this bad boy done. I really do hate that they do the roads before anything. Let's also throw down a... This is iron, so let's do an iron only stockpile. It's going to go down to here. It's just going to be iron. You, one person's going to work you. You need iron and logs. At some point, we'll be able to get to steel, so that's going to be an initial spot that we get to. Now, that does mean... We don't have any iron, do we? We have iron ore, but no iron. That's not good. Which is not good at all. Does that mean that I want to actually grab myself something else? Pause the game for a second. I think that... I don't know how long it takes to grow the iron. So for this guy, if I were to say one person work here, do not cut, just plant, we're going to have to see how long it takes for them to plant it. Because I don't know how long it takes for them to grow. And I am a little bit concerned about the lack of tools here, guys. It's going to mean life is going to go very, very slowly. Now these guys, have they already planted stone that I can grab? Let's see. This is going to be a good example. Okay, there is some stone out there that we can collect. Does that mean there's going to be iron out here that we can collect almost immediately? We're going to have to see. We are going to have to see. Collect almost all ores, stone, in selected area. Let's do that for right now. That was going to get them all in there. And possibly, there might already be some iron out there that we can collect. This is kind of the hope. Hopefully that's the case. They're bringing it over here. Stone, logs. So I don't think we have any iron yet. Oh gosh, they're doing it without anything. Oh, let's take you down and put another person out there. We have one laborer. You have no tools. You are getting a little bit more food though, so that's kind of nice. Oh, I'm so concerned about this, you guys. Okay, so they got everything out there that was somewhat oreness. There we go. Does that mean there's more ore now? They are hitting things. Oh, you can see the ore slowly being collected. Is it being dropped off here? Yes! They are actually building something. Are they? No, maybe not. It just went away for just a second. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're not collecting it fast enough. Dang it. I could be wrong. Still don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do about that, guys. Okay, you know what? Instead of doing that, I'm going to immediately pivot. They don't have that quite yet, so let's get ourselves something else that will be able to give them what we need. That's going to be over here. Some kind of something. A village workshop. A small workshop produces iron tools. A mini workshop creates new tools. Is that going to do it? Let's try this. And let's say this is the panicky thing we need done now. Get that thing done, guys. Go build it. Yeah, it just takes 10 things to build. You do good work. You're doing good work. I see your work. You're amazing. Please, oh please. I do see that some things are being harvested. You know what? I'm going to say this guy can be cut now too. Might as well. We have 2 people out there working. All right, so if you are here, I can make rough tools. Okay, there we go. We're done. Rough tools. You get nobody. And you get somebody. There we go. Please and thank you. Get them done, guys. Please. Stored food. Just making sure that there's actual food in all these guys' houses and we're not going to starve immediately. It is the tools that is the problem. Yeah, we're fine, actually. We're keeping up vaguely when it comes to firewood. We're keeping up vaguely when it comes to food. It is a bit of a panic. How are these guys doing? They're, okay, so it takes quite a while to actually make this stuff. Let's drop this down. We don't need that many people out here then. Let's say that we can have up to 20,000 iron for right now. Please get other things. So me cutting all that stuff down was actually more problematic than non-problematic. You are very quickly pumping out 5 rough tools, so they should almost immediately be grabbing those tools. There's 14 of us, but we're going through those tools so quickly. How many more of those have you made now? 11. Okay, this is great. I don't know where you're putting the tools, but they should exist out in the world. Where are you taking them, my friend? There they are. Okay, they do exist. Okay, there's 8 tools and only 2 of them need to come get them. That's fantastic, you guys. Okay. Okay, well, you're gonna work hard for a while. We're waiting on iron for this guy. So in the meantime, I could also turn that to leather. Now, that's the other question I have. We're getting some furs, but we're not getting any leathers. Hopefully we'll start to collect a little bit of leather, because we don't have any leather, right? We have feathers, but no leathers. We have a bunch of tools. Let's drop that down to, for right now, 25. And, I mean, we probably should want more than that. But for right now, that's kind of just the way that it is. And there's not much else we can do from there. All right, let's also slow this down. Let's slow this down, and let's actually... Man, I hate that it makes me do that. Pause that. We've been going for about 40 minutes, so that's, I think, a pretty solid spot to stop. In next episode, we are going to have to try and get a little bit more food going here. The amount of food that we're collecting is not adequate at all. The amount of anything that we're collecting is not really adequate, but there's a little bit of herbs, a little bit of food. We're not starving yet. All the food is immediately going into houses, but we're not starving. Why did that go away? Sorry, guys. Got myself a little distracted. Where? Yes, you. There we go. Went away for a second. But we have 0 food, and that's more problematic than anything else I'm seeing right now. We're keeping up with everything, though. Yeah, so next episode, definitely going to be food. Definitely going to be a little bit of a population boom. We're going to have to be careful about booming our population. It's kind of a mixture of... You don't want to boom too fast, but you also don't want to wait too long, because we have somebody here, we have a female and a male that could technically pair off with Kaylan here, so getting ourselves a few more houses would not be amiss. But on that note, I'm going to leave this initial episode here. Hopefully you guys are as excited as I am to explore this mod. I'm sorry we didn't go thoroughly through it. We're going to go much more thoroughly through it as we get along. If you have any tips or tricks for me with this mod or any of the mods from the past, please let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Banished Mega Mod 9. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. See you next time.